Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make some lovely cakesicles. These are chocolate cakesicles. I am using some leftover chocolate muffins, but you could use leftover cake, you could use store-bought cake, and I am using some frosting, some Nutella, and also some crushed Oreo biscuits just to give it some texture. And you can make this any color, any theme. They make ideal edible gifting party favors. Also looks nice at your party table, so they're quite cute. So let's start making cakesicles. To form our cakesicles today, I've got some basically cupcake that I've broken up. I'm using the crumbs, but you could use leftover cake or store-bought cake. I've also crushed some Oreo and added that into the crumbs just to give it some texture. I've got some Nutella, which is totally optional, and I've got some buttercream frosting. So we're going to mix them all together and use this type of mold today. I did spray this with spray and cook, but you can use any mold and you don't really need to spray it, so I'm just going to show you now. I also forgot to mention that we will be using these ice cream sticks today. That's to put into your cakesicles. So this is the mold we're using. There's many different molds available. You can buy this online, so I'm just going to set that aside. And like I said, I've got chocolate cake crumbs here and Oreos, crushed Oreos mixed up. I'm just gonna make sure all these are crumbled up nicely. You don't have to add Oreos, but I just thought just give it a bit of texture, and only add frosting how you need your cakesicle to be. You could use more or less, so quantities are difficult, you'll just use as you need. So I'm just adding some in here, and I'm just going to give this a mix. You could use a mixer for this, but it's better to use your hand for this one. And you can see it's coming together quite nicely. I'm just going to put a little bit more frosting in here. You could use chocolate frosting. It's really up to you, or you could use just Nutella, whatever you're comfortable with. And as soon as this is all mixed nicely, I am going to put them in the mold and put them into the freezer for minimum 40 minutes. So these seem to be ready now. See, they're bonding quite nicely. Just going to set that aside. I'm using a board to put my cakesicle tray on because it's easier to transport to the freezer. So I'm just going to take a little bit, about a golf ball size. Just going to press this in here and take some out if it's too much. Just smoothing this out and doing the same with the rest. This really makes a nice treat. Also, I said, as an edible gift. And as a party favor, wedding favor, you could have these individually wrapped, and they make a lovely treat. So just remember to press down firmly so there's no air pockets, anything like that. So just gonna be inserting the ice cream stick. You could dip this in chocolate if you want, but I usually don't. So putting all the sticks in. Kids usually love these. They're cute, they look like little magnums. Okay, so this is ready now. It's going to go into the freezer for 40 minutes. And in the meanwhile, we're going to get our chocolate ready and all our toppings. So I made about 8 cakesicles out of the batch we had, and this has been in the freezer, so they set quite nicely. Now we're ready to dip them into chocolate and decorate them. I am using 250 grams of chocolate. I am going to melt this in the microwave at 30 seconds buzz, and this is 70%. And then I've just got some decorations that I'm using, but the ideas are endless. You could use whichever decorations you want. So now we're just going to melt our chocolate. So our chocolate is melted nicely. You could do this over a double boiler, but I did it at 30 seconds at a time, and I put it at 30-second roast. So I'm just going to let it cool slightly, not too much, because if your cakesicles are too cold or your chocolate's too warm, the chocolate will crack on the cakesicles. So our chocolate's ready. I'm just going to decant into a little jug just to make it easier. So I'm using acetate paper, but you could use baking paper. Just going to dip this in, covering the entire cakesicle, and just letting all the chocolate drip out. How cute are these? So the chocolate dries pretty quickly. So I'm just gonna use a tweezer and set a flower in there. And just use a few decorations before the chocolate dries. Just a few more. And we're going to continue with the rest. So I just want to show you with the gold leaf. Pretty simple. Just gonna do that. These look very pretty for a wedding favor. So we finished make our cakesicles. They're looking very good. You could individually wrap these for gifting or put them in a nice gift box. They're very pretty and simple to make, but looks very elegant. Guys, thanks for watching today. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please remember to subscribe and share, and don't forget to hit the bell for notifications, and also tell us what you'd like to see us make. Until our next video, take care, bye.